Get your cushion. Let's get comfy.
Get my pillow ready.
Come on,
hey
y'all.
Guys, hello and
Hello,
hello
Robin.
and
What's
hello.
up,
Hey
we
y'all, hey
made
y'all.
it.
Yes.
Mainly, sort of. Why do I look
Kind
so
of.
sleepy today?
We woke up really early.
Huh?
For a Sunday at
I
least.
thought by now I'd look awake. Hey, Anna.
I know.
Oh my
God. I feel like my eyes are sleepy, but I don't think I don't look that sleepy.
You don't
right?
look sleepy.
Makeup does a wonderful job.
Jay loves to be bred at him. Bushy-tailed.
I do
Bushy.
love mornings. I do
Hey,
love
Erica.
mornings.
Hey, Tina. Take a drink and let's roll.
Yes.
I'm with you, girl.
All right.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. You have it.
Cheers.
It's just on the bottom.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Jack, come back. Come back, buddy. Everyone wants to see you.
Okay, so we're in our closet, if you didn't realize.
Here we
and
are.
I'm really noticing like how it's starting to feel more and more claustrophobic. We have to figure out a time to clean
Well,
out our closet.
I think that speaks to today's topic of 2021 goals.
Oh yeah.
This has actually been a goal for the last 3 weeks now, and something always interrupts our plan to clean out our closet.
I'm cleaning out my closet.
And it's going to be hard. I'm the t-shirt hoarder, so it's going to be hard. As you can see here, there's a lot to
I think
go
I've
through.
already kind of gone through it in my head of what we're going to do. So like I'm going to pull them out.
You're going to do that.
Okay, well, I'll tell you about it. Do you want me to tell you about it?
I do. Tell me a little bit about it.
The question is going to be, when was the last time you wore this? Instead of how much do you want this? Right?
Fair.
How much do you love this shirt?
Fair.
How much do you love these pants? Instead, it's going to be, when was the last time you wore it? If it's been a year, 2 years, something like that, we just got to say bye. It's going to have a great replacement.
Well, it'll have a good life too, wherever it goes next.
Correct. We're not going to throw it in the trash.
Right.
We're going to
Come here, Madison.
We're going to donate it is what we're going to do. So anyway, I'm starting to feel like more and more claustrophobic.
We missed you on Zoom. Hey,
especially,
Debbie.
I have this tendency now of like, because we don't go anywhere, I feel like the clothes that I wear are still dirty because I wore them. But I don't feel like they're dirty enough to go all the way into the hamper. So I hang them on the outside. So they're kind of like inside and outside.
What I've been doing.
No, you stuff them on top of your shoes.
No. I mean,
there's a difference.
Some of them are on the hook.
And sometimes you put them on a hook until the hook runs out, and then you stuff them on top of your shoes. That's different from putting them in the hamper, but kind of putting them outside the hamper.
Hey, Bonnie.
Oh, hey, Debbie. So good to see you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Today's episode, we are going to talk about today's special. Today's special is going to be about 2021 goals, and kind of like a revamp from, or a recap, I guess you'd say, from our podcast not too long ago, where we talked about
what our goals were for 2020.
What do you call that at the end of the year, where you make a
like
resolution, New Year's resolutions? So we'll talk about that a little bit too.
Yeah, at this point,
I'm going to let you moderate because I don't really know. I haven't really thought about this at all. But let's go. Let's do it.
Hey, Metaphor, we missed you on the Zoom.
Metaphor, we love you so much. I saw she popped up in chats on Zoom, but I didn't know how to. I didn't know. Oh, welcome to episode number 0063 of Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies. We are recapping. Or what are we doing?
So I thought it would be fun, and I know I kind of popped this on you, but at the beginning of the year,
I like it when you pop it on me.
Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. At the beginning of the year, we talked a little bit about our goals. I don't know if they were necessarily, New Year's resolutions.
We were talking about New Year's resolutions,
right? But goals that we had for 2021,
yeah,
right. And I know
we're not that far in.
No, we're not, but we're 2 solid months in.
2 solid
months in.
A few things have changed.
A few things have changed. And I think, and this is more a reminder for me than anything else, I think there's a few things I've already failed at. I mean, not necessarily fully failed because the year's still young, but definitely not. I didn't start with the hammer down in 2021. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely had a more of a goal as far as personally. I had
Yeah.
more of a goal of like getting it. I know how to do it. I said that. I was like, I know how to do it. I know how to lose the weight I need to lose. I know how to get in shape. I know how to, do all the things. So I have no excuse not to do it. And I still, to this day, don't have an excuse not to do
Right.
it. I'm just not doing it as much. And my excuse is, no, I don't have an excuse. I don't have an excuse because even as busy as 2021 has become unexpectedly in business, it has also been, there's also always the self-discipline that I could give personally, just literally waking up 30 minutes early.
That's my problem.
But I have actually been good. I have been running.
Right.
I have been running.
That's what I'm saying. So let's do a recap. So one of the things that we talked about was we know that it's important to exercise. I will say I've taken 2 bike rides in 2021.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Did you take one without me? I only remember one.
No.
Was I drunk on another one?
Oh my God, no. They were both morning bike rides. Remember the first one we went up and around, out and over to the right. And then the other one we went up and over to the left.
Oh, and all the way around. Yeah. That was a fun one. I like that one.
Fun.
We should do that more often.
But that's the extent of my
and we have
physical activity.
And we have beach cruisers, guys. We're not like on mountain bikes out like doing something extensive or even the biker bikes.
But my initial goal in 2021 was to work out like a good 30 minutes in the morning, good cardio, sweat it out 3 times a week.
Yep.
And I've done 17 collective squats in 2 months. And that's it. And a couple push-ups off the counter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just to get my blood pumping.
I haven't done any push-ups. I actually want to work my upper body a little bit, but
so that's my.
I have been doing I have been running. I have not been running a lot. On the weekends I will run like a mile or 2. During the week it's like, okay, how much time do I have? And it's maybe a half a mile. Maybe. I mean, I go uphill one way.
It counts for something.
Yeah, I mean,
I think as far
as
like 2021 goals, the exercising thing, I think I'm a total fail at so far. You've been doing good, at least doing it more regularly.
Better than I was last year.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's that. Eating healthier. Eating healthier, I really think that's a 60-40.
Hit and miss.
Right. Because I think, yes, we've done
it's like
good,
1
like
week
60%
we're really good
of eating much healthier on a regular basis. And that includes like eating healthier foods and then not eating right before bed.
Yeah.
Which was always a problem for me. So I think that we're on the right track with that one.
Yeah.
On the right track.
Are you on the right track with that?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Especially when you're drinking at night, you just want to eat right before bed. You just want to eat and go to sleep. And it's it doesn't make for a good morning. I like it better when there's not too much drinking at night and we don't eat and then we go to sleep and then you wake up and you feel skinny. You might be hungry.
Yeah.
But I can work through that.
But then I have my coffee and I feel great.
Right.
And then I don't eat until like 11 o'clock. Yeah.
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 So there's that as far as personal goals are concerned.
Getting there. So that one's better than the exercising thing in my mind.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, business wise, what were our goals? I mean, our goals are still, my goal is still for you to come work full time for Two Crazy Cat Ladies.
That one's probably going to take a while. But other goals in that realm are really shaping up nicely, I think.
And what are the other goals in that realm?
Well, I think just as far as growing our team, we're super blessed by having a really incredible team.
We have such an incredible team.
And the goals that we have set, I think, and not that we're going to put them all over the place, our VIPs now, obviously, but our goals for our collective brain are moving along very nicely. I
really feel like some of this was in, and I think there were 2 separate, or maybe they were the same podcast where we talked about New Year's resolutions, and then another one we talked about manifestation. But like putting them together, I really feel like
Jay's getting very good at the manifesting.
I just really feel like, the good Lord, the universe, whatever you want to call the higher power, that or higher powers that be, is really like here and playing into our thought process. When we got together with the team at the beginning of the year, and we were like, listen, these are the things we want to do. And a lot of it was like, let's do less of this, because I think that's just kind of annoying. We're not doing anything. Let's do less of this. Let's do less of this. And then let's put more of this into this. Right. And so, like, for instance, our cat tips, I know you guys know, like, or many of you guys know, here on YouTube Live, at least, that we had a cat tip, like our third cat tip of the year went viral. It's now at like 6.3 million views or something. It went viral on TikTok. No, on YouTube, it is our second highest viewed.
Okay.
And then on Instagram Reels, it was almost at 1 million.
Oh, wow.
Million.
A million.
So that was big, and that brought in over, like, since then we've had over 100,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
Business is growing. We just this past week on Monday, we posted another cat tip that also within 12 hours went over 1 million views. Now it's at 2-point-something million views. So, like, these, I think, I'm not saying that's us. I'm saying I think that God had his hand on, or her hand on, us and our views and our goals for 2021, and that as we work and put that faith into works and action, then it is actually, we're seeing the fruits of the labor, right? We're seeing the fruits of the ideas even.
Right. But I do think it helped that we all took time to really think about what was going to bring the most value to the people that took the time to join us. Right. So, I think I think it's so important to kind of take the pulse of the motivation every now and then. So doing that, I think, is what has really helped.
Oh, sure. Because that's the whole thing.
The whole point. It's the whole kit and caboodle.
But it's not just the whole point. Like, it's what we get more of and what we get more excited about when these things happen. Like, a video goes viral, we get so many more questions of, hey,
oh my God, so many babies out there that
my cat doesn't like me. Hey, my cat will only eat. I saw your cat tip on not free feeding cats. What should how do I go about? And then literally seeing these people come back to us and saying, thanks so much. I followed your advice and it's working great. Like, that is why we do what we do. That is 100% why we do what we do.
So,
and it's
in that regard, 2021 goals, it has been an overwhelming fulfillment.
Yeah.
Overwhelming. And it's just more fuel for
more, which is kind of like, that's another thing I wanted to talk about, because, like, when you start to see yourself, let's just say we're exercising and we're really doing well and we're like, yay, I'm so happy with myself. And then you, like, sprain an ankle, or then, or you're doing, you're making these videos and you're enjoying it and it's fun and we're posting them and we're teaching and we're making a bit of a difference in the world, and we see the fruits, and then like, all of a sudden, like, our TikTok account is closed, or
our Mac dies.
Our Mac dies in the middle of our podcast, or like something happens, or we don't have another viral video, like, ever, or people just stop following us, or whatever it is. Like what do you do then? Like, do you revamp and recalibrate and replan what you're going to do now that you have a sprained ankle and you can't run every morning? Like,
I don't know.
Do you worry about that? Like, I worry about that. I shouldn't worry about that. I should not worry about that.
Just stay in the present moment. First, do what's necessary, then do what's possible. Soon you'll be finding yourself doing the impossible. Nowhere in that equation does it say worry about shit that may or may not happen.
That is going to be just that clip. You see, did you hear it, Lindsay? That is going to be our podcast promo on Tuesday. That is going to be our podcast promo.
I got to give a shout out to my girls
Speaking
here because
from Jesus.
Tina said, look at that sexy knee. I know you guys can't see it on the podcast. And at no point in my life did I ever think it was a sexy knee, but I am showing some skin. And Dana said, instead of sassy shoulders, we're getting sassy knees.
Uh-oh. Are you going to show it? You should show it like it's hot.
I'm wearing these, I'm wearing these jeans. These are my favorite pair of jeans, are clean, and I'm saving them for the week. So I forgot though on the podcast that
you can actually see
my
the bottom
jeans.
half of the body. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I know. I think about that sometimes. It'll be like, oh, it's Sunday. I need to watch my pants. Can't wear my crotchless shorts.
Be careful about it. How exciting though. I mean, I think that's the way everything goes. You make goals and there's, the dailiness or the reality of certain things kind of come in and make us feel like something's not working or something's not good enough.
Well, here's what I think is what we should do in the instance that we sprain our ankle or stuff starts to go down, is not giving up on the goal, right? Or if we're not actually working out, but it's our goal to work out. And so we think about it all the time, but I'm only running a very short distance. But I feel good because I did something, right? So
and you look
like
good doing
I
it.
I look like a duck when I run. There's
a Phoebe-esque quality to your jog, but you look good. I mean, you've got the what do you call those? The spandex?
Just so you guys know, she's not ever awake when I actually go run. She never sees me run.
Yes, I am. I'm always doing litter when you go run.
No, well, when I leave, you start to do the litter, but you don't actually see me run.
I've seen you run.
I'm not saying ever. I'm saying in 2021, I don't think you see me run.
It's just because she always runs on her toes. Like she doesn't know she has a whole foot that could help with the movement.
Because my foot is half a toe.
But she never
such long toes, guys. Like seriously,
never touches the ground. No. It's just this, and then you do this like kick.
Oh, I kicked. Do I kick?
You do, but it's because you're springing off your toes.
Do I do it sideways?
A little bit.
Oh no!
I'm gonna get a video.
I don't think you should because I might stop running, and I've been doing it for 16, 18 years.
But what I'm saying is, in my humble opinion,
that's why I do it by myself, though.
I
do not like running partners. Anytime like family comes to town or something like that, or somebody's like, "Hey, can I go run with you this morning?" I'm like, "No, I don't like partners. I'm a solo runner."
Oh, Toss is here.
Hey, Toss.
My Las Vegas neighbor. I hate my name isn't showing up on YouTube. You need to fix that. I love you. No, but you are very good at running. And I think that's why your legs are so incredible, is because you only run on your toes. So it's
good for the calf muscles.
Wow.
That way. But
those are nice calf muscles.
But my foot is half a toe. So
in your opinion,
why would I can't run flat footed. And I don't think it's good for your back either. Although I don't
laugh my ass off. It does sound like Phoebe. You know that episode of Friends where Phoebe's like, just run with wild abandon or whatever it was.
Yeah, her and Rachel.
She's being chased by a bee is what it looks like.
No. And she says that because once I was actually out for a run in the morning. This is years and years ago.
Oh my
I was out for a run in the morning. I came home and I was laughing. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. And she was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Okay." So I'm running down Warm Springs. And if you guys know, Warm Springs is one of the main roads in South Vegas. So I'm running down the sidewalk of Warm Springs, and literally it was like summer, and a bee comes up, and I'm like, "Woo!" And then it just starts swarming my head. It just is like, "What?" And it just around. So I immediately just start doing this flail, and I have, for those of you guys listening on the podcast and have no idea what I look like, I have the wingspan of I have go-go gadget arms. I have really long arms. and legs. And I was just like, whoa! It just kept running. Again,
Flapping.
picture on my toes, flailing out and
Yeah.
flapping my arms. And when I realized the bee wasn't there anymore, and that the 9 a.m. traffic was going, or 8 a.m. I think traffic was going by me to work, and
That was
how
very
many
funny.
people probably just
It made their day.
died laughing, like they were probably like, what the fuck is happening right there? That is hilarious, because I'm like, ah!
Did you know, little fun fact?
I was dead.
Oh, it was very funny.
And I was like,
and I've
Phoebe,
actually seen
I
her
did a
do that
Phoebe.
in the backyard. She wasn't out running, but I've seen her run from a bee before, and it is very entertaining. But here's a little fun fact. Did you know that if you were to stretch your arms out, your enormous wingspan, we should try this. So it's supposed to be from fingertip to fingertip. It is supposed to be
Your height.
Mm-hmm. So we should do that sometime, because I'm pretty convinced you have an 8-foot wingspan.
I know. I don't think it works for me. I think I'm a little disformed.
There's something.
Disformed? Dysmorphic? Yeah, I don't think it's correct. Deformed.
But disformed might be more accurate
I'm gonna cut you.
in your situation.
I have very long arms. I mean, and my hands are very large as well. Like, I was born with these hands. Can you imagine like, you see my baby pictures?
You can't even see the baby.
You
Her
can't see
hands
the
are just
baby.
like,
It's just all hands. Like, these big hands,
like, I
this
wonder-
little body. I was like this big with
if
these
you were a
hands.
cute baby, no one will ever know, because they never got past the phalanges.
I say I grew into my hands, but
Dana nailed
I don't
it.
know.
It's disproportionate.
Disproportionate.
That's the
Thank you,
word that
Dana.
we were-
Yes, I am disproportionately long arms. I have disproportionate long arms. Yeah. Disproportionately.
Right.
Disproportionately
Long arms.
long arms. Mhm.
Look at us. Sentence structure. Happy Sunday, you guys.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so I think here's what I think.
Can we wrap
2021
up the podcast? I
Well,
feel like it's only been
I mean, I knew it was going to be a short one, because it's only 2 months in, and our goals I think that the things that we're looking at growing business-wise, I think our goals are moving along very well, are very exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about taking this moment to cognitively put better in balance my personal goals during all the excitement of our business
I think that's
goals.
a hard part.
That is the hard part.
Because even though, honestly, like, my schedule with our team, my schedule is getting lighter. My anxiety hasn't necessarily changed. So I'm getting really stressed out with, like, oh, I should probably be doing a whole lot of other things, but I've finished everything on my list and it's only 2:00 in the afternoon. What's happening? So, like, my time schedule is actually getting
But at what point, when
better,
when you were done at 2:00 in the afternoon, did you actually not do anything until 9:00 at night?
What's that?
Like, you finish your list, but there's always something to be done.
Well, right.
Right.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying, though, is that some of those things I feel are things that are growing our business or growing our brand, right? You actually have time to think about the stuff that you would like to do or wanted to do, but you never had time to. Now that we've got a team, you get done with your list of necessities, and then you've got the time to start
looking at other things. Yeah.
Broadening your horizons.
Yeah. But I had something to say.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
It's okay. I always interrupt you. I can't remember.
Damn
but
it.
it was something about having
Business
more
goals.
time.
Putting into alignment personal goals.
Oh, yeah.
In the midst of the
business.
business.
But still, like, that's what I was going to say, is my mind is still so into our business right now, like, so into our business. And I'm not saying business is in money, or it is like just seeing the manifestation of, like literally starting to see the manifestation of what I wanted from day one.
Right.
And this has been 5 years of really hard work. Like
6 years this year.
6 years almost of really dedicating everything all my blood, sweat, and tears all day long, every day. our blood, sweat, and tears to try to grow this business. And then I feel like
and here it comes.
And I can't not be grateful every moment of every day. Like I am.
Well, you can.
I could.
You could.
I could.
You do sometimes.
Not bad. Really?
Every now and then.
Every now and then I fall apart.
Yeah, but we all do.
But I mean, I'm not when it comes to our business as far as my mindset.
No.
I mean, there's those moments where I fear like spraining an ankle or like, what if we lost it all? But for the most part, I know I'm actually not at all. Can I lose? I haven't yet been able to lose the gratitude. Actually, from day one, even when we went through bankruptcy, I was like, this is a gift. This is a gift. I don't know what kind of gift it actually is, but we're starting back from ground zero. We're starting from nothing. We're going to do it now, and we're going to do it organically, and it's going to happen.
And it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
I mean, guys are not big, not huge.
We'll probably never be big, but it will be big enough.
Yeah.
It'll be big enough. And then maybe other entities will start paying attention to cats too. And then
what was that number that
you
always like, you do the math, or you did the math at some point, and you were telling your brother when he was here last weekend. You were telling your brother about
here's the simple math.
When she was talking about numbers with our business.
Right. You guys know that we do a lot more than just sell products. But hypothetically, let's just say that there are 94 million.
According to a 2012 study, right?
Right.
96 million, actually.
Almost somewhere along there. But
okay.
Households in the United States with a cat. This is just the United States with a cat. If 1/2% of those 94 million made one order from us, we would be a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah. But if you think about, if 1/2% took one piece of our advice, we'd be famous. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. But I mean, like
there would be a lot of kitties that would be
right. What we want to do in this world would be massive, even without. But
that's the whole point, right? Is to learn, share, grow. Ideally, the business grows with that, and I think our products are second to none when it comes to cats. So I'm not.
Yeah.
But that, I think, is a secondary part of. In a way, it's a secondary part to our mission.
Our mission,
right?
For sure,
right. And I think the only thing, people get territorial. You see it in the dog world all the time. It's like, well, I've got a supplement for this, or I've got a cure for that, or whatever. Yeah. And then they get nasty at each other, when it could be that maybe your supplement works better for this dog, and maybe this works better for that dog. Right. Why is it bad that they have options from the consumer's point of view?
Right.
I mean, when we find other businesses or companies or whatever, people that are out there trying to spread the word about cats, it's like, hell yeah, maybe we should interview you.
Maybe we should talk about it.
Bring it all together, because no one is solely focused on these beautiful babies that are so often misunderstood, which was going to be the topic for another podcast.
Can you show them Madison? I mean, sorry about our dirty laundry.
Try not to.
This isn't.
Look at this angel. Angel. Baby angel. Flicking your little ears. Hello, my love. Oh, baby. Can you handle her? That's all I'm saying.
I can't.
For everybody that's doing something in the cat world, there is a precious little soul on the other end that's motivating them to do it. So the more the merrier. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so hard.
So
bring it on,
2021. So what's the theme? What's the takeaway from
the takeaway for me is just kind of an accountability of recognizing that from the beginning of the year, goals that I set for myself, I'm not doing a good job of reaching. goals that we set for our business, I feel are really moving, and that's exciting. But I also see where it's taking up the time and the mental time and space that
Could be better
I'm
if
now not utilizing for personal goals. And not that, I mean, there's plenty of time, it's about prioritizing, right? Plenty of time. But I guess the takeaway for me is to better focus my commitment to the goals that I want for myself in the midst of all the other, excitement.
And it makes it so much better. I know that like there were like 2 days this week, I think, that I did not run.
Yeah.
One, I was hungover, and two, one day I was hungover. The second day it was like so windy. I didn't think you got hangovers. Oh no, I get hangovers.
I'm a joke.
But one day
very rarely though.
One day I just did not feel it, and the other day it was like so windy. It was like nah.
Oh yeah, that was a nah. That was nah. I mean, it was so windy.
Do you remember? I was sitting outside for a second in the morning, and I was like, was it in the morning? When was this? I can't remember. Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
I can't remember.
You were editing. No, it was yesterday afternoon.
Oh, yesterday afternoon. I was editing our cat tips. It was beautiful outside. The wind started to pick up. It was, just a little breezy. Our backyard is kind of like it keeps a lot of the wind away from like where we sit, unless a huge gust comes through. And I was sitting there editing a cat tip on my computer, and all of a sudden a huge wind picks up, and from our fire pit, which is like the patio over in our backyard, I guess. We have
a long, narrow backyard.
Yeah.
So we got the patio at the table, and then further down we've got a fire pit with like Adirondacks around it.
Yeah. And the two Adirondacks just come flying at me. And I'm editing, and I look up and I see them, and I'm like, woo! I just ducked.
I heard it. I was like, what the
they
hell is going
I mean,
inside?
They stopped before they got anywhere, before they got even to the table, right? Yeah. Before anybody got hurt. But there was I was it was big. It was big.
It was big. Okay, so you were saying though, the 2 days that you didn't run, one was windy, one you were hungover.
And I felt like I wasn't as cognitive.
You didn't have the endorphins.
I didn't have the endorphins. I didn't feel as alive and excited as I do on the days that I do run, even if it's just a half a mile or,
there's really something to be said for actually just getting out in the morning, doing something,
breathing
active.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do it. I want to do it. And so do my double soft thighs, but
those knees are so sexy.
As long as I got those sexy knees.
All right. So that's going to wrap up episode number 0063 of Back in the Closet. Thanks, guys, for joining us. So we love you. And we hope you guys have, whatever day you're listening, a beautiful day or a beautiful evening. If you're listening on an evening, and
maybe you're listening in the morning. We hope that you're having a beautiful morning. Maybe you're listening in the middle of the night. Maybe you like 2 a.m. Maybe that's your time for podcast. We hope you're enjoying it.
So we love you, and bye.
We love you guys. If you guys are around in 30 minutes, we'll be live on
I have to make Facebook. A pizza in between that. So
we gotta roll.
We love you guys so much.
Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.
Oh, your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. Oh.